Day 2 of asking for Mystical Teachings Toolbox by Balin Kimbrell. I got you. I ain't gonna leave you hanging, man. We'll give it a go. I actually really liked this deck the first time around, and I'm totally happy to run it back. We're gonna do it a little bit different this time. Instead of doing the ranked mythic ladder, we're gonna try a standard event, something I've never done before. I think our goal is to get 7 wins if we can, or we get ejected early at 3 losses. I've just made 2 changes from the deck I had last time. I cut 2 copies of the Mindsplice apparatus in favor of a single at the end and a single silver scrutiny, which I was looking to put in the deck anyway. Mindsplice apparatus is kind of like the heart and soul of the deck, but also you don't really want it in multiples, and it is fetchable off teachings, and it's probably not fantastic in a lot of matchups. So if we're just being realistic, I did cut it down to 1. You could run more or less depending on how much fun you're trying to have, but we're going to give this a go. I don't think I've ever done a standard event before. I don't really even know what the point of it is. Like, I think standard events. So if we win all 7 before we lose 3 games, we do net up on gems. We also get 3 packs, but we also get a play-in point, which can be used to enter qualifier play-in events each month. I have no idea what that means, but I guess we'll spend our gems here. Okay. Choose your deck. Okay. Esper Toolbox. Submit deck. All right. Here we go. 0 losses so far. I don't know what to expect here. I don't know if this is like more competitive or less competitive. On one hand, it's like, who would sign up for this? But on the other hand, like, if you're risking your own gems, maybe it's way more competitive. I have no idea. We're still main decking for lockdowns. And there's no ranking. Up against Archbound Ravager. 2 lander. On the draw. I think you still keep this. Survey land. Yeah, it's okay. Both new cards, Silver Scrutiny and The End, showing up in the opening hand here. So is every game mono red or what? Like, what is the meta? What is the meta for standard events? It's mono black? Alright. Lockdown should not be relevant against them. On the draw means we can't counter their annex, sadly, and they get to duress or bat away ours. It's Demir. Okay. We'll have to think if there's ever a good use for Final Showdown. All creatures lose all abilities until end of turn. This is going to be quite a lot of pressure for us. It also does not tap when it attacks. It has Vigilance, which is making Ride's End not look so good. Comes 2 to the face. And they sub in Kaito, and we can't even do anything about it. Cool. This is already off to a terrible start. Excellent. Whew. What do we even do here? Can slam the Annex already. We're probably going to take so much pressure per turn. We have to hit the Sheldred's Edict to kill this card. Oh man, this is a terrible place to be. I mean, I guess we'll try this. But a really slow start for us. Virtue's okay in general. Would have been much nicer on turn 2 though. Feels good. 10 to 10. They just don't think we can interact with them. Creature or Planeswalker? Obviously, we can go for this now. Do you think they play Spell Stutter? Or a counterspell? We kind of don't have a choice, though. We can't hexproof through it. If we Virtue of Persistence a creature, we do eliminate the hexproof. I think we're just going for the end now, though. Like, I'm just not really sure. We don't know if they play counterspells or not. But holding up a mana is very dubious for us. They could just flash in the cat here, though. I think we have to. I think we have no choice. I think it's too painful not to. Alright, you got a counter? Whatever the fairy counter is. Fan interference, fine too. I think we just have no choice, though. Drop 7, and that's lethal. But I don't think we can do anything different. Whew, what a brutal opening game for us. Take 8. Alright, we got 7 wins to go. We ain't giving up yet. So now what happens? I don't know. 0 wins, 1 loss. Very daunting here. Let's try again. Comments-wise, a lot of comments on the video yesterday. Largely in support. In fact, probably all in support. I feel like I have to focus a little more on this game, though, after losing the first one. I don't want to lose 3 in a row. On the draw, we actually have 2 drops, but we are on the draw again. Still keep it. Hello, Depto. Fast land. Go. Actually mono black this time. Bandit's talent. That's okay. Probably the showdown can go here. We'll definitely keep Edict for Liliana. Okay. I'm not planning to have that few cards in hand. Do nothing. Works for me. Can flash in the flanker. Double Edict is good. Undoubtedly they play at least 1 Liliana, you would think. So I think we're going to want that card. And ideally we build up to a pretty big Silver Scrutiny. Opponent's doing nothing here, though. The next Bandit's talent. I think we could bin a Go for the Throat here. Hopefully that's okay. 1 or fewer cards in hand. They really want us low. I will take my Scry. I don't think we need the Ride's End. I think we'll take the blue land to set up for Silver Scrutiny. Draw 3 is looking decent here if we can hit it. Try to wait 1 more turn. No problem. That does not matter to me. It's got to be all removal. Discard a card. I think the Edict goes. Resolve. Okay. It's not a bad card in general, but we'll try to Silver Scrutiny here, I think. X equals 3 lets us flash, yeah. Fearless, yeah. Unless we absolutely have to counter something here. Discard another card. I think we'll bin the Edict. We can also go ahead and just Silver Scrutiny right now. And discard whatever's the least useful card out of this patch. Annex is good, land is okay. I think we can bin the Edict. It's one of the only answers to Liliana, though. We could bin the Teachings and cast it back. If we play the Teachings, we could also just go fetch the mindsplice, which wouldn't be bad either. I don't think I'm going to give up the Edict this soon. Which means I think we'll drop the land here. All these cards are good. Hit the land anyway. I think they'll kill this demon. I think that's okay. Mindsplice is also fine. It's pretty slow. Maybe we'll just drop the demon here. In theory, they'll have lots of removal for it, but we'll see. I think we're much better set up this game versus last game. Sure. Stuck on land, though. The next one ain't too shabby. I think we can start drawing and hold the counterspell. Of course, we don't have the second blue yet. That's okay. Lockdown. I don't know if that's really relevant. I don't know if we're ever going to drop 10 to 1 card versus them. Yeah, auto tapper was not super nice to us there. Sheldred. We can't counter that because I don't have double blue. We can Edict you, which is fine. Sack a non-token creature. Next land. Could hold open counter plus Teaching Seer, which I think is fine. That's an okay card too. Creature, we don't have an answer to that. I think that's an okay counterspell. Do you also want to draw this card? We can bend the lockdown here. I think that's also okay. I think we've been the lockdown. Okay, 2 mana open, so I can kill the next demon here. Such is life, though. Otherwise, we could Teachings and flash in the other thing, which isn't bad. I think I'm okay with that. Now 12, we'll try to go Teachings plus mindsplice apparatus. Discard a card. I think the deadly cover-up can go, unless we really want a specific card out of the deck. Even this land I think is okay to go here. I might keep the deadly cover-up. We need blue for mindsplice, yeah? And off our next fetch, we can go get one of our life gain sources. I think I'm pretty happy with mindsplice here, though. Like, we can get the third path soon. Down to 8. What do you think opponent's thinking about for 4? Not really sure. MB8 says, I feel like if I want to learn technically sound fighting techniques, it's all you, but if I want to watch someone get a stone cold stunner off the top of hell in a cell, it's some of these others, lol. Yeah, I think that's fair. If you want to... The best way to make a video that has lots of stone cold stunners off the top is to play for a really long time, and then just pick the most exciting games and condense that into a smaller video. So this style that I'm doing now does not lend itself as well to that. also think it's like a very reasonable a very reasonable way to make videos. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. But, you know, if you're going to go busted and broken on top, then, I don't know, at least be transparent about what's going on. What website is he going to see the standard meta tier list? It's called untapped.gg. It's got an app you can download too. XQ says the point of all the surveil is to fill your graveyard and speedrun just to raise the past. I agree it's not a good strategy in standard, but that's how the deck is built to be played. For sure. Yeah, the surveil lands are in there to help you surveil into raise the past. I'm still not sure I would justify in your 20 to 22 land deck putting 4 surveil lands when you have like, I don't know, you just like, you're almost guaranteeing to stumble either on turn 1 or turn 2. So like, either turn 1 you take it off, or turn 2 you play the surveil land and you go like 1 drop into 1 drop. It's just like, it's a big cost. The payoff has to be really big to play that many surveil lands in a low to the ground deck, I think. You can get away with it in decks like this because there's more space to weave things in, but if your goal is to get onto the battlefield hard and fast and start building your, whatever, your sack fodder or whatever it is, like, you got to get on the battlefield. I don't think you really have time to surveil. I completely understand why one might choose to try to play it, but I am not convinced that it is optimal. Motor City Kitty says, clear beef with CGB. I'm here for it. I generally like CGB content before he claimed to be an MTG lifestyle channel. I'm not really sure what that is. I have no beef with CGB, not at all. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. I watch his content probably every day for like a year over COVID before I started my own channel, and then I haven't watched him since, but I'm very glad he's a part of the community and has certainly done a lot for it, at least from my standpoint, so I have zero beef with him. Okay, I think opponent just thought they were not going to win that game. 1 win, 1 loss. We're trying to get to 7. That was a brutal start versus Kaito. On the draw. We've been on the draw twice now. I would prefer to be on the play if we can. We're on the play. We kind of have a 2-drop. Mana's looking okay. We don't have double white for lockdown yet. But otherwise, I don't think it's too bad. We do have double blue for 3 steps ahead. Oh, we do have double white. My bad. We do have double white as well. Milhoso. Mate Baking says, I think there's one huge downside of the non-edit stuff. We have to suffer more mono red games. To me, they're not interesting as they all look the same, and I think they deserve to be skipped. I'd even go to the point they don't even deserve to be played when facing a thematic deck. Yeah, that's totally a cost. I feel like I haven't had too many days with you guys where I play mono red back to back to back. There was one day I was telling you where I played mono at night. I was tooling around with some deck at night, and so lockdown is very awkward here. It can be done. Depending if they don't have ETBs, it's not terrible. If they have lots of ETBs, it gets much more painful. If we could wait till we had 6 mana, we could lock down and hold the counterspell for this town ain't big enough. That's kind of a lot to ask for. We probably don't have enough time to do that either. Touching the lands. Talent. Okay. Do we want to bounce you or not is the question. I don't think lockdown's that bad here. Pixie. I think it's a good lockdown turn as any. Unfortunately, they pick up the talent though. We could wait 1 more turn, maybe. Pick off the Pixie here. I think I'm going to eat this. Get back to Pixie. They'd pick up like a talent. We could kill the Pixie and wait 1 more turn. We could also like cease and desist here. Which is maybe okay. Submit 0. Target review. The next counterspell. Node run's not bad. It's a good answer to the Pixie. You can be blue here without any cost to us. I think we'll try to wait 1 more turn for lockdown. It's very awkward in this matchup. But if they don't have too many ETBs, it's not quite as painful. I think we'd like to see the Pixie go if we can. Because if they bounce the lockdown, get back the Pixie, pick up one of their ETBs, put it back down again. That's pretty painful for us. They do tap out on blue here, which isn't so bad. Nowhere to run's not bad here. Because when we lock it down, if they do bounce, we do get to pick it off too. So this might be a nowhere to run turn here. And I think we're going to take the Pixie. Drop to 15. We hit another land. Our lockdown sweeps our own nowhere to run. So if they bounce the lockdown, nowhere to run also re-enters, and then we pick off their other creature. So this is really not a bad sequencing as far as lockdowns go. The next talent, they're still stuck on land. That's it for turn. That's really nice for us. We can counter plus draw discard here, which is really solid, I think. Sorry, dude. Not that sorry. Standard event. I'm not trying to get knocked out with 3 losses. Countering it and taking the draw here. It's kind of a waste of a counter. But I think I want to take the draw discard. The next lockdown isn't that bad, especially if we hold the counter here. Maybe an Edict goes. If we can hit the 6th land and lock down again, then it's not that bad. There it is too. We could wait one more turn, I think, and hold go for the throat here. I think that's okay. Trying to get as much value out of these lockdowns as we can. I mean, they only have blue cards in hand, right? We could counter this again, I guess. It's kind of silly. Otherwise, we what? Discard, go for the throat? We're not getting as much value as I hoped out of it. Annex is good. Good-ish. The land goes here. I think they're going to have this town in hands. So we can annex, they'll bounce it, but we don't have to flip it to the 3 mana side and start losing life every turn. Until we can hold open the counterspell. Sure. So let's go for this here. We only have 2 mana open. So we can't defend versus this town yet. And I think they might have it because they're only playing blue. They finally hit their 3rd land. Let's see if they go for a 3-drop finally. Looks like they want to bounce the lockdown here. We do have nowhere to run under though. Shelter. Okay. Alright, well, let's just pick that off then. Do we care? If they get back everything, we don't really want to redeploy the next lockdown because we want to keep our 6/6 alive. I think that was a huge turn for us. I think we basically walk away with the game now. As long as Auto Tapper doesn't screw us. Unlock you, hold the counterspell. And now we can defend against this town. That was a huge turn for us. Drain down to 9. Looking at the lockdown. Is still thinking about bouncing it or taking it somehow. We hold the counter and the Anoint with Affliction. You can stay? I think they want to try to re-shelter again. That's fine. You don't have any blue left. Your mana's really awkward this game. Nope. I think they'll scoop on that. Not aware they want to keep going. Looks like they do, though. I don't think we need that right now. We're holding the counters. This should about be game. Okay. Sure, that could fetch, like, I don't know, some random removal spell. If it really needed it to. Nope. That looks like game. If we do this, we can still hold the counter. I don't think we need to, really. We can also, like, copy the demon. Which kind of guarantees the kill, too. Scoop. Yeah, we got all the pieces. Even if they had... I guess they had 2 removal spells. We couldn't copy it. I think we're going to get that win. Alright, 2 wins, 1 loss. Man, that first Kaito loss was not very ideal. But we're trying to work our way back into it. Only 5 to go. This could be a long video. This could be like over an hour. I don't know what we really signed up for here. 2 wins, 1 loss. We press on. Ready Aim Fire says, I love tweaking the literally insane deck by removing the whole deck except for core cards. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I was pretty excited to see that on untapped.gg, the highest win rate card in the Orzhov Sacrifice deck was Amalia, because that kind of gave me the excuse that I could just go the Amalia direction, because I really didn't want to fumble around with that deck. I just didn't think it was gonna be good. I just didn't think there's really anything you could do to save it. We're on the draw. Hand's looking okay here. We will keep this. Brainburst the Fervent. It's Golgari. Okay. Do we need cut down for your turn 2, like, random creature? I think we'll risk it without it. Heh. Sweep all creatures. It's so much to keep this early. I don't think I want that right now, as fun as that card is. And it kind of gives away we're doing a weird deck. But I don't think you want that in the opening 8. Do nothing. That's nice. Cease and desist we might need for some level of graveyard hate. They do nothing. Whew, I think we just draw up. They could be Beanstalk Graveyard, but like they're not doing anything. I think we just draw. It's pretty nice. Set up for 3 steps ahead. I think this is a very nice start for us. I think they're mana screwed. I don't know what their deck is. When this creature dies, it's a good counter, yeah? It's as good a counter as any. Shut down their value. This may in fact be a Teachings mindsplice game. How are we doing on mana? We're pretty good on all our colors. I think we might Teachings into mindsplice apparatus. They might have artifact removal, which will suck though. They could run Terra Sunder. So what do we most want here? Flash. I think we'll still go for mindsplice. The end's not bad either. We don't know what we want yet. Mindsplice is good with robbery too, though. Yeah, I think we'll try it. We can always do more fetches later. We have decent removal in hand. We don't have an answer to Sheldred yet. It's probably smarter to go get like a Sheldred answer. But we're here for mindsplice, aren't we? It's like the whole point. We could even do a super early robbery. I'm not sure they would beat us, even if at this stage we took 4 cards off them off the robbery. That's just so much value to come back from. That might end the game on the spot almost. Unless they run a sweeper that could counteract that. A really slow ramp, you can have that. Let's see if they tap out and let us apparatus. They still hold open Terra Sunder mana. I mean, I think we can still go for it here. If they kill it, it's not a big deal. I just don't think we're going to get that much value out of it. Let's see if you got the Terra Sunder. It's okay. I think we can win off the robbery alone next turn, basically. Alright, we'll go ahead and cut this down too. Dude does not have Terra Sunder as far as we can tell. Well, this is huge then. I mean, this is really massive for us. We just chill here. We can teachings into... I'm not sure what else we want at this point. I think we wait as long as we want and then robbery for a whole bunch. Teachings into... Alright, is this time to rob? What's the... We want another draw spell here. If we can get it. The end isn't bad to fetch here. I think they could scoop on the spot if we do this now. X equals 5. I think it's pretty nice. It's a whole bunch of land. That is a very unimpressive pick as far as I'm concerned. Though the cottage isn't bad. This card's basically useless. Okay. That was a little underwhelming, I would say. Now that means we actually have to win via damage, which is pretty awkward. What's the new plan? That was a really bad pick. I was hoping to get like a Sheldred, a couple lands, couple creatures. This is not so bad. We have Ride's End for it. They'll get the attack trigger, though. I think we are teaching Zero, though I'm not sure what we want just yet. I think Cottage is kind of our way out of this. The End is also really good, though. It could be a The End turn here. Let's go ahead and get that one. Yeah, we'll plant a cottage here. Don't think we need the talent. Permanent or player? Too bad we don't have the talent with I think we're looking to win via the cottage. 2 attackers. I think we will the end you, and we'll have to deal with Children another time, but this is a card we'll have to kill a whole bunch of times. We also get to see their entire deck, which isn't so bad. 4 toughness is awkward with nowhere to run to. They're going to kill it themselves? They might go for the throat at themselves here. They do go for the throat at themselves. That's okay with me. 2 for 1 is just fine. I don't think we have to worry about the graveyard, so I think we can just flank and scry. Annexes would be good right about now. Sure, that's fine. Don't need either of these cards. There's the first annex. I think we just slap that down and flip it. Okay. 1 mana open for cut down. Manual taps leave open green here. Sure. Probably just take the life here. Yeah. Whole lot of creature lands ready to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. We could power up both cottages. I don't think we want to do that just yet. I think we'll get the Innkeeper's Talent down this turn. Like, nowhere to run, something else. Hold open, nowhere to run. I think it's fine. It's a weird use of mana, but I think it's okay. We'll see what value we can get out of it. We are Creature Land Central right now. Swing for 8. With Ward 1, drop to 14. Gix's Command. Return up to creature cards. Attacks creature with greatest power. Nothing we can do about that. Let's see what they get back. The Mosswood and the Preacher. Okay. I think you can just die. We want the Ride's End for probably the Mosswood if we can. We hit pretty hard this turn. I think it's time for this, at least. And we auto-tapped the other one. That's kind of okay. You can still use a map token here. I think we'll put it on the flyer. It's a bit harder for them to block. Take the frill back, knowing that they might have more Gix's Command, potentially. Opponent drops to 6. I think we'll put on the cottage just because the counter doubling is interesting. Silver Scrutiny is pretty good. I think you leave that on top. I don't know if we need it right now. I mean, they need to hold open removal spells this turn. Or they lose, basically. Manual taps, leave open green. Frill back, kill the talent. They are going to get some life here, too. They do tap out for a blocker. We could cut that down. I think it's pretty good to keep being aggressive. There's our last card from them. Dig the value back, but they're really low on life here. And I feel like we about have them. We might even exactly have them. How big is this? That's a 6/6, yeah? I think we got him here. Cool. Weird game. I was hoping to have a better outrageous robbery. We didn't really get it. But I think we're, what, 3-1 or 4-1? Game decided to bug out. Damn. Should I exit the game? I don't think that'll kick me out of the event. I think I should be fine to get back in. The game is definitely bugged out here, though. I'll give it like 2 seconds while I read your comments. Thanks for breaking the broken, lashing the literally, and pushing back the its backs. It's getting so frustrating listening to the BS about decks that only show the few wins they actually get and the ludicrous claims that follow. Really appreciate your content. Keep up the good work. Thank you. All right, I think we've DC'd here, so I think I'm going to close out the entire game, which means you're going to see my home screen, which I guess is fine. I don't have anything janky on there. It's the comment section. Try to relaunch it. Well, here we are. All right, we're back. Maybe I'll edit out the missed time there. We're 3-1 currently. We're pushing our way to 7 if we can. We'll see how it goes. Midnight Excella says, love you and Ash, and I like this crossover. I don't know if I would call that a crossover or not. Would you ever consider doing some best of 3 content? Oh yeah, I do best of 3 when I kind of get bored of best of 1 and I run out of things to do. I think it's fun to pop into best of 3. It feels different to me. If I played best of 3 all day every day, it probably would feel the same, but it has the illusion of being different. I'm on the play. I like that. Mana, we have blue and black. We don't have any white yet for lockdown, but we have to go through an annex. Yeah, mana's a little bit weird. We mostly have blue and black here. I think it's okay though. Here we go. Riz 8 the best. Boros. Auras. We really want that second white source. I think we'll just kill this thing now. If we don't, we're kind of screwed, right? If they have a protection, we have no interaction forever. So I think if we can slow them down, we have to. This is what I was saying about yesterday. If your hand's really bad, you have to decide, do you take the risk or not? But we need second white here. Okay, we have 0 whites. We can at least counter this next turn though. Which is better than annexing. Could also draw a discard and try to hit the second white source. I think I would prefer to do that unless they put on insane pressure here. Like white also opens up Ride's End, which is good. Especially if they tap out. Ethereal Armor. It's so much damage. I think of all the things to counter, it's a pretty good one to counter. But I really want to draw a discard, honestly. That's tough. I mean, I think they're going to do nothing because they think we have a removal spell. So I don't think we'll get the Shard Mage's Rescue out of them. We have to draw a discard into white right now. Or we're really screwed. We could Silver Scrutiny for X equals 1. I don't think that's it. I think we need to dig as deep and as quickly as possible. There's 1 white source. Outrageous Robbery can go. Another lockdown. We're not quite there. We're really close to dying. Pass to them. Double strike. What a bitch. Damn. I think it's Silver Scrutiny. I mean, we can go for the Ride's End. They have stick. So if they go for it, they deal 8 damage versus 6. It might be worth it, though. Otherwise, we're just hoping to hit a white source off a Silver Scrutiny. Which, I mean, to hit an untapped white source is really a lot to ask. In fact, it's almost impossible. It's just really low probability. I think we try to take 8 here instead of 6. Do you have the rescue or just rage? Take 10, yeah. Take 12. Drop to 1. Fucking sucks. Even the white source doesn't help now because the pain land. It's not a white source. I mean, we lose the game. There's nothing we can do. It was a non-game. Fuck, dude. Okay. That sucks. That sucks. We had the pieces in hand, but we needed the next white source. Whew. Okay. 2 losses. 3 wins, 2 losses. Okay, we cannot lose anymore. We have to win the next 4 games in a row. It's a lot to ask, but it's possible. This is looking okay. It's red. It's mono red. Okay. Here's a fast land for you. We have a lot of interaction. It's not a bad hand to win the game. To 17. And a scamp after combat. That's a really good draw. All we have to do is survive here. Probably rides end on the scamp. Or just picking off the hired claw now. I think we have to be reactive here. The scamp damage is too insane. We have to be able to interact with the scamp here. So we might do nothing. Take 3, that's fine. Let's see if they commit to anything here. They do go for it. We're looking to rides end it. Let's see if they go for anything else. Okay, this should be fine. No death trigger. They can pump someone else. Jeez. Okay. It's a lot of damage. The game goes on, though. Down to 8. That handles the pain land issue. Can absolutely win from this position. A lot of removal. 5th land is annex. Then next turn flip it. It's very winnable. Okay. Go fast land here. Annex next turn. Ho ho. Alright. Down to 5. We're running out of time. That's not so bad. Nowhere to run is safe, right? I always forget if there's a +2/+2. I guess just to be sure we'll do this. They have a pump spell in hand too. I think Dreadmaw's Ire is +2/+2, or is it +2/+0? I can never actually quite remember. Okay, we need one more turn. We're at 5. It's a creature. If they attack, they have the Frenzy in hand. I think? No, they wouldn't discount it enough. I don't think they'll attack here. I think there's no card. If it's Lightning Strike... I think we're blocking, right? I think we're definitely blocking here. Like, they need a +4 spell? What is this? Not sure. I think it was a bluff. I think they were hoping we wouldn't block. I think we can attack with our given hand. It's 14. Up 2. This is how last game should have gone. Did not hit that second white on time, though. Another land. I think we got him here. Silver Scrutiny. Let's go. So it only has flash of X is 3 or less. X is 3 or less. Alright, that's fine. And mean, the game's over regardless. We don't need to draw any cards for that. Plus, we hold the counterspell. So the game is officially over here. No, not that it matters. Whew, we move on to game. Is that 4 wins? 4 wins and 2 losses, I think. What are we at right now? 4 wins and 2 losses. We need to get 3 more wins in a row. The ambitious is all I know about the opponent. This is a really slow hand. You have to mulligan this. This has some better pieces. Put back a land here. I guess it's the basic swamp. Here we go. Multi-6. It's Gruul Red. And we have nothing in hand. Let's say they just decimate us on turn 2. We do have double white in case we hit the lockdown. Completely tapped out. Down to 17. Ride's End is good at least. Counterspell, less good. Let's hope they commit to someone. Nope. Alright, I guess we're taking out double strike here. They hit their land, must be nice. You have to go. I don't know if we walk away with the win. It's got to be a lockdown real soon. It's an annex. Have to hold the counter here instead, basically. Mindsplice not looking so hot. We need a really good top deck next turn to bridge us to annex and hope that's enough. I mean, I guess we're countering this. We have to interact somehow. If they pump the mouse, though, it's a huge amount of damage. If they just Monstrous Rage on the mouse, it's just crazy. Land. Double strike. Every fucking turn. For free. Attack all. Monstrous Rage. Take 9. But only 9. Last card is not a pump spell. We drop to 7. The game goes on. We could still top deck a lockdown here. Oh, we're 1 turn away. Why are you doing this to me? We lose here. There's no way we win. That's game. There's no way. But they don't have another pump spell. So they need a hasty creature, or they need another pump spell off the top, because they didn't have it last turn. They could have all land in hand. That is a hasty creature. It's currently 7 damage, though, because they sacked the scamp. So that's game. Fuck, dude. That blows. Sack the scamp, and it's lethal. Goodbye. Sucks to suck. No. Okay, well, we will wrap up the video there. Sadly, it is what it is. I will claim... We did break even, though. 300 gems, right? What's the cost? I think we about broke even. Yeah, a couple tough losses there, but it's the raw footage, man. All right, if you enjoyed the mindsplice deck, you can leave a like and a comment and a subscribe. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.